Well, a superb performance. One of these Stortford supporters said to me just after the final whistle, you had nothing to beat. You've always got something to beat.
Always got something to beat, and I ain't going to take any credit away from my boys, you know, coming out on the back of 2 defeats. The boys were absolutely superb, and I think the 2-1 didn't reflect the fairness of the game, to be honest. I think it could have been a lot more comfortable. I think it would have been if we'd have got the 3rd goal, but we take that, you know. It's unbelievable for everybody at the club, really, to get in the first round proper. You know, we are struggling financially. You know, the board of directors put an awful lot of money into the football club, and you know, the money helps that we can get some revenue from the cup. And you know, the fans enjoy it, the players enjoy it, I enjoy it. You know, so no, really pleased for everybody.
Let's get the negative bit out of the way first. I mean, the goal at the end, a pity it didn't give you a clean sheet, but actually you can't argue with that goal, can you?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, he struck it well. We switched off a little bit, but is that the first shot on target, would you say?
Almost. Well, second, yeah.
Yeah, well, second shot on target, you know, you come away from him, second shot on target. So no, it seems the other night against Sutton, everything they shot seemed to go in. So we 2 shots, we conceded 1. But you know, I'm really pleased. He won't take the gloss off it for me today. I have to give a big mention to 3 of my players. Luke Ruddock hadn't trained for 5.5 weeks, puts his body on the line for me today. Chris Giles didn't train all week, was very doubtful. Comes to me, I'll play for your gaffer, get some tablets, painkillers down the necks, you know, and same with Ben Ellsbury, he hadn't trained all week as well. So what the fans don't see, what punters don't see, is that I had 3 players out there that weren't even 100%. So to put in the performance they did and the character they did, remind me of the Hensford Cup final, to be honest with you, when I had 3-4 players on the day there that was taking painkillers just to be out for the club, and they're fighting for the club. You know, we're going to take some hits, we're going to take something, you know, 5-0 Tuesday night, but the boys didn't go in the shell. 2 defeats, you know, it's easy for a young squad like ourselves to go back in the shells, but no, they came out fighting today, and I'm absolutely delighted.
Talking about Luke Ruddock, when he came off, it just showed what his attitude is. He was swearing to goodness knows. Good job we didn't have anything, any mic on him, but that's him, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did he get today? Is it anything serious?
It's an hamstring injury, and it's too early to assess it. You know, we have to wait, and you can't have a quick fire decision on any injury, really, to be honest with you. It's just really disappointed, because I think we look a total different team when he's in the side. It gives us balance on the right hand side, you know. So no, disappointed for him, but I can't thank the boys enough that put the bodies on the line for me today and for the football club.
We said that we can't pick a man of the match. You had to pick the whole lot, didn't you?
I could, but I thought there was some exceptional performances from Ryan Brett, Stu Anderson, but the boys, to a man, you know, they put a shift in. I thought the front 2 worked hard. So you can't, like you say, it's difficult to put a man of the match when I think it's the most best away performance of the season by a country mile. You know, people say we didn't have a lot to beat. Well, Bishop Stortford, you know, they still picked up wins this season. They beat a strong Gloucester side the other week, so to come here and do our job, so no one's going to take credit away from my boys after today.
And credit to you on the training ground, because the first goal was an absolute training ground move, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Stu Anderson is switched on. You know, we play a short corner, they switch off. We knew they'd switch off because they're a young side, like we do. We switch off sometimes, and it's nice for us to make another team switch off. So no, really pleased, and a great header by Bretty. And the second goal is a little bit of luck, but we make our own luck by squeezing high up the pitch and working hard.
Second kind of that kind of goal this season, what the other one against Staines, but I think this time Charlie was really up for that and meant it.
Yeah, it did. You know, I don't give a monkeys how the goals go in, so he's worked hard to put a block on the clearance, and the ball's gone in the bottom corner. Hallelujah.
Sitting in front of me was a Welling scout today, surprisingly enough, and he thought Jake was a frightening player. Well, actually, Jake did work hard, didn't he say?
Yeah, he worked hard, Jake. You know, I think he's while Robbie Matthews has been at the football club, Jake's been doing a hell of a lot of fitness work, you know, catching up on the pre-season he missed because we'd had 11 quick-fire games. It was difficult because he was always in the team each week, so he's had that breathe. I think he's come back a little bit more refreshed. I still think we've got more from him, and he knows himself, but he did work hard today for the side, which he needs to do, and he has done.
We've had some nominations from 2 of the players about who they want in the trophy. In the cup. I've got to ask you the question. I know one thing for sure: you'll be glued to television tomorrow, won't you?
Yeah, couldn't give a monkeys. Whichever club I want, dog and dog, or the club that makes the club the most money. Simple as that. We need the money, so we like I said before in the interview, we're struggling financially. We need to get as much money through. So if that's Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, hallelujah, happy days. Have a bit of respite.
Before that, though, we make money out of league games too. Well, we've got a good game next week against Dartford. Now, Dartford, they've just lost Charlie Sheringham to Bournemouth, so they may be short of a striker. But come on, Salisbury people, come along and let's see you out in your numbers for next Saturday.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, saying that as well, I think our home attendances, they're not too bad. Every club at the minute struggling with finances, so and getting the attendances in, and ours has been pretty normal, pretty on average. We'd like to get a few more through the gate always, because we are still losing money, but it'd be pleasing, it'd be great for us to get a good draw in the cup, and that gives everybody a lift and it gives the fans a lift. And it's a few years now since we've been in the first round, is it?
Not that many.
How many years then, Alec?
Can't tell you, mate.
No. Well, we haven't been in for the last 3-4 years. I've never been in the first round here, so it was quite a few years to get in the FA Cup, especially when we was a Conference Prem team and we lost a couple of qualifying rounds. So I think it's a big achievement from the club, and with due respect, the clubs that did make it in the first round had a hell of a lot bigger budget than me years ago. So we're really pleased.
And if we get home draw in the cup, better suggest to the chairman he does a deal on tickets for next Saturday, do you think?
Well, we're just going to wait. I'm going to be glued to my telly like all the fans will be, all my players will be, +1 on the board of directors will be as well. So no, really pleased for everybody.
And you've shown me more smiles during this interview than you have for weeks, mate. Well done. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Ian Walker, manager at Bishop Stortford. Ian, your take on the game today?
I think it was looking to me like more of a 0-0 game, to be fair. I don't think there was too much in it apart from the two pretty poor mistakes from our point of view. I thought first goal, obviously we gave it away in Salisbury half, and then obviously attacked as well, and from the corner that resulted from that, we switched off, so all credit to them. They caught us out on that and put a lovely ball in and a good finish. And then obviously the second goal was from our point of view another bad goal to give away. Obviously took too long on the ball, had half a pitch probably to clear it, and giving credit to the goal scorer, closed it down well and got his reward for it, really. So from there, obviously we had to change it, try and chase the game a little bit, but I think the difference in the teams is probably the Salisbury team look a lot stronger, fitter than our team, and they're just the way that they put the balls in the right areas and work rate, closing down, I thought it was really good. So we're disappointed in the goals that we conceded, but we know the level that we're at, and we need to try and improve the squad as soon as we can, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah, and it's a disappointment when it's the FA Cup, because it's an exciting competition for all the fans, isn't it? You've got to get back to the grind of it now, and you've got a bit of work to do there as well, haven't you?
We have, yeah. The FA Cup's a great competition. We're obviously very disappointed to be knocked out, but yeah, we have to get back to it. We have to start picking up some wins. I think in the league we've not been so outplayed by so many teams. I don't think there's that much of a big difference in it, but again, we've got a fairly young team, and they have to grow up fairly quickly. We're obviously looking for additions to the squad. We've been looking for God knows how long now, but with budget restrictions.
Your connections?
Well, it's not about that really. It's about budget, and obviously being in the northern section is a lot of the players who are part-time, they can't do it, or they don't want to do it. So it's tough for us, but we'll keep battling on, and we'll take what we can out of the next 9 games. I think we need to start moving up the table, stating the obvious, but we'll keep working hard on the training pitch. I mean, we train Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we'll do what we can in that time, and try and get some players that will bring the level up a little bit.
I think I can go without contradiction that throughout the sort of local non-league side, there's an awful lot of sympathy for Bishop Stortford having to go north every week, because you don't get your away support. You hardly probably get any crowd here either from the away side. Yeah, correct. There'd have been quite a few more spectators, I think, in the league games, but that's what we have to deal with, unfortunately. Whether it's right or wrong, that's up for debate, but we're just trying to do the best we can really this season. There's a few things against us, but we have to
fight and try and do the best we can. And there's no point, moaning about it now. It is what it is. So, we get on with it, and like I said, we try and do the best we can. And we're always looking to try and improve the squad. I think the chairman's got to put his hand in his pocket a lot this season. So again, today is disappointing for that as well, because it would have helped us a lot. But
we're very much the same, I can assure you.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Well, it's good for everybody. Obviously, the further you can get, the more money you can make, and the better it is for the club, and also for the for the supporters as well. And it's very disappointing, but we'll just crack on and wish Salisbury all the best in the next round.
And for our part, we wish you all the best in the league. This is the place I like to come to, I've got to say, and I wish you were in the south myself, to be honest. Well done today, and thanks very much for coming out. Very difficult for you.
No problem. All the best. Cheers.
Yeah. Mikey, I know you want to tell us what you thought about the game, but it's probably the same as what we thought. Superb.
Yeah, absolutely delighted, Alec. Obviously, this is what we wanted, to get through to that first round proper, to be watching that draw at 1:30 tomorrow. And the boys have worked hard, absolutely put in a shift all week. There's people that put their bodies on the line, people that are carrying injuries, not been training all week, and they've come in and put their bodies on the line, and we've got through to the next round, which is what we wanted.
And people who just see the score would have had a false impression of the game, wouldn't they? 2-1, too close.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, we dominated the game, but take nothing away from the lad who scored their free kick with the last kick of the game. It was an outstanding free kick, worthy of any match at any level, to be honest. I don't think any keeper would have done in the world would have saved that. So yeah, fair play to them, but in reality it was probably one of few chances for them, and we dominated the game, and we did the right things at the right times, made good decisions, and absolutely over the moon, Alec, to be honest with you.
When you score one goal shortly before half time, it's brilliant. You scored two today, well, it's over the moon, isn't it?
Well, it's an old cliche, isn't it? But it is a great time to score just before half time, because obviously it gives all of our lads a boost, and it deflates their lads. So to get one, I said just before the corner went in, I said it'd be a great time to score now, and we did. And then Charlie, with some great work rate and great charging down, manages to nick the second, and then it's an uphill struggle for them, and we managed to. I wouldn't go as far as saying we held on second half. I thought we had we pressed on and tried to get that third. Adam Kelly went really close. Jake Reed had a couple of chances, unlucky from a few set pieces, so could have been more comfortable. But cup game, it doesn't matter, does it? You just want to get through to the next round, whatever the scoreline, and that's what we've done today.
The obvious question, who do you want? But is anybody at home in that?
Yeah, anybody at home or one of the big clubs away, I think, is always a great experience for anyone. I was there lucky enough to experience the Notts Forest game, and that's something that lives in my memory, and I'll remember forever. And obviously Coops and those that were involved for the Sheffield Wednesday game, that was a great day for the football club. And obviously the manager's been involved in some quite big games at Hillsborough, and he's been at the Sunderland at the Stadium of Light as well, in front of sort of 40,000. So he's got a great background in the FA Cup, and who knows, you get one of them away, or maybe we get a nice little, I don't know, a lower ranked team at home, and then you sneak through to the next round and
more money.
Yeah, but let's not get ahead of it. Let's just look forward to the draw tomorrow and see who we get and go from there.